Let's start another draft. Playing this one on world class again. That seemed to now fit my ability level. Unless, of course, I get a terrible team. Let's see how this goes. I would like quite a few strikers this time. So I think I'm going to be one of these formations with two strikers up front. I know it's tempting fate avoiding left wingers and right wingers. But I don't have a choice of a left winger or right winger formation. So I do like this with no left and right midfielders, and it's a very defined role of a central defensive midfielder and then an attacking one linking. And those central midfielders could become sort of wing players. That is even more. Now that's interesting. I don't think I've ever played like that. The attacking midfielders are out on the wings. Does mean that I have two central defensive midfielders. That is just a lot of attacking midfielders. That is another weird one. Okay, this is thrown up right from the beginning, a really difficult choice. I did say I wanted two strikers. That's a pretty normal situation. So let's go with, yeah, that drew my eye to begin with. It's basically 4-4-2 with a diamond in there. Very classic. Let's go with that. Okay, who are we starting off with? We have our anchor in the middle of our defense. Brilliant. Probably the best defender in the game. Let's build from the front back after having sorted out our back. The striker. That is the team of the week. Team of the week Ronaldo still. No reason not to get him. A 95 do-it-all striker. Pairing him up with, let's see. Well, there's no link to Aubameyang. There's no link in any of these, having a look. No Italian league. So then maybe forget about links. Look, we'll start with Aubameyang and play for pace, I guess. But at some point we have to start thinking about linking these. That central attacking midfielder links 5 ways. So this is going to be key. An icon would be lovely. A bunch of 75s would not. Wow. Okay. Let's take it easy and immediately duck down here. And I think that's the midfield slot. Try and replace that. See what we can get. What's a central defensive midfielder, which would fit into that role there, but Saudi Arabia always throws me. People really tend to link badly from there. And the rest are left and right midfielders, which, as you can see, I don't need left and right midfielders to either link with what we have. Well, it's a Premier League. So that's the Arsenal link. That's the choice, I guess, to stick the right midfielder up in that slot. I'm going to go again for these midfield slots. I just don't know what I've got there in that central attacking midfielder. And until I do, I want to know who to pair him with. So an American's going to be very hard to link. Pulisic is really the only other player I would want. Liverpool homerisms aside, well, I'm really going to struggle with linking that. He's not going to be a good enough link to put in there. So then do I start building out for a Liverpool central defensive midfielder, hoping to put some Premier League players together? Guess so. I guess so. Seems strange not to take the better player, but I really do need a better central attacking midfielder than that. I'm going to get stuck hunting for a cam and miss out on filling out the rest of my team. Okay, that's a better Premier League link, but I do kind of want to play with Ronaldo over Vardy. That's French League. And that will be starting to fill out that Premier League connection on the right wing down to central midfield. That would be a long, long way down. Well, let's see. Let's see how bad we get with bad chemistry playing out of position. Start trying to fill some of these and see what that cam needs to be. I painted myself into a horrible corner. It's going to be a Liverpool team. Going to end up with a Premier League Liverpool team, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because it's not very exciting in terms of getting draft players. I love playing as Pogba. There's no French connection yet, but we'll work on that. He said, hopefully. Frenchman here would help. Not gonna. Well, actually, yes, it would. Yes, that's a really good fit. French Premier League fits with Varane, fits across there with Pogba. No, I'm good with that. That worked well. Right back. What do we got? He's only gold, but it's England and that's Portugal and Premier League. Then a possible Portuguese link up to Ronaldo if we ever swap those around. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Centre back, Premier League or Real Madrid, really. So there's your Real Madrid Spaniard. And other than that, there's no Premier League. So for the link, it's gonna have to be that. So this left back, got a few options, I guess. French Premier League. So there's Spanish and Spanish League. He's slightly out of position, but yeah, I'm tempted there. It's just too many Liverpool players for no good reason there. No, let's go Geordie. He still does have some pace, doesn't he? Okay. See if there's anything interesting in the other centre back slot in case I want to match it with a keeper. Well, it is very interesting, isn't it? Wow. So right back. Yeah, but why not? Got to go the icon, right? So let's see what the first team goalkeeper is supposed to be. French and Premier League. It's Brazilian and Premier League. Real benefit there. Yeah, to match with a Spaniard or a Frenchman from La Liga. Not great. Not great, must say. So, look, we'll go Lloris for the Varane link. Let's start messing with this. So if we get the icon in there, how bad is Salah at central midfield? Not great, is it? What about central attacking midfield? That might be an idea if we use the Liverpool and Premier League ties. Although he's really not happy there, is he? It's 3 just so far out of position. Okay, maybe something to play with later. Another attacking player here. Well, the silence means I'm not super happy with that. Look, the central midfield with the Spaniard could help link in with that left-hand side. Probably my best option there. The right winger could jump up with Ronaldo into the striking position. So he really is a right winger. See, Premier League. Yeah, just for that link, I think Premier League and Portugal is just too good to pass up. Because if we end up with him there and then swap those two, that's a much happier Ronaldo. Let's get a attacking midfielder in. That's still the key one I'm looking to replace, isn't it? Okay, let's finish off the subs and then pray for a central attacking midfielder of some sort. Lots of right backs, and I have a very good right back now, thank you very much. Any got good links that could be used in the central midfield role? Maybe. Then there's a left back. Yeah. Look, possibly to throw in a central midfield, but nothing really there. Spare keeper. Spare keeper. Possibly if we end up with some more Portuguese players, but yeah, and the French league doesn't help me. Really not much there, is there? It's Spanish league that I'm looking for there. Okay, so I've missed that he's in the Spanish league, of course, Sevilla. See if that's any better later on, but okay, the random slots. Let's see. So, a central attacking midfielder who I love, just such a smart player, but Italian league. How does that help me in any way? Okay, it helps me with Ronaldo. It is my position of need. Now, Lewandowski instead of... No, don't start thinking German. Think Danish. So Ericsson in there is a full 10 less. Just because of the league, isn't it? Now, it makes Ronaldo happy, but gee, that just doesn't link with a lot. Didn't really fix it, did it? Alrighty, that's a throwaway pick. Don't really care. I mean, he's playing in Romania? Wow. Yeah, not really sure. I don't know any of them. That's fine. Let's move on. They're awful as well. Nobody that I would consider using. It's probably said Diekmeyer, but Diekmeyer is going to get my vote. 2 to go. Can't really build a team around a Brazilian right back, can you? These are all nothing again. Go with the neck tattoos for no good reason. Last player. Very compromised in midfield. There is Pulisic, so I could have picked the Borussia Dortmund right winger, the right midfielder, but this hasn't helped. I'm not playing that central attacking midfielder. Kobayashi, yeah, is most fun name to pick out of all of that, but really shouldn't pick any of those. I mean, guess an England Premier League central midfielder, just so I'm not playing somebody out of position there, but a 77, that's not going to do it. Look, Pulisic and bring him on late, maybe in a striking role, see what happens, but this is going to need some work. Can I get up to my central midfield, please? Thank you. Now, where did we go +9? There. Okay, because Ericsson really is a poor fit. So what if we go a right midfielder into a central midfield role? It doesn't work. The Arsenal link is strong there. What else do I have to mess around with? Henderson for a Liverpool link. A right back step up into midfield? Not really. Just exploring the links really at the moment. That I should have started there and just made sure I got that right, because that's awful now. Now what if worked on a central midfielder or even a defensive midfielder to fit in there. What do they need? They need links to... This is the obvious answer. Does Pogba play more centrally? Get another central midfielder in there. Did I pick one? I didn't pick any more CMs. Man. Will Salah play on the right-hand side of a central midfield? No, makes no difference. I'm missing something. I'm going too quickly and I'm not seeing it, but... Look, I'll leave it, and when I start my first game, maybe I'll have worked it out in the gap. So, in the gap between doing this and the game. So, I'll do the most conservative, simple thing. That keeps Aubameyang happy. Yep, look, I'll just give up on that. Let's pick a manager, most likely Premier League. And then after the break, I'll come back. So that's a 93 chemistry. It's clearly going to be the best. That affects a few people who already have high chemistry. So England Premier League done. Well, look, the right back is a bonus. That's just going to let's hair up and down that wing. I'll go away. I'll spend some time setting up the formation, getting that right winger to run up and down the sideline as much as possible. Maybe get Pogba to pull inside a little bit to give him room. And when I come back, hopefully I'll have solved the chemistry issues, and we'll play a game.